Good morning, students. Today we shall take up one more problem using RR method. So here we need to derive an expression, okay, for simply supported beam subjected to point load. So point load is represented by P. A is area, Young's modulus, I modulus of moment of inertia. So the figure is very much clear that one end is fixed, so there will be no motions, and the other end it is roller support. So you should know what is a roller support. That is a basic fundamental. So here in the roller support, it is very much clear that there will be a motion in x direction, whereas the x vertical displacement will be 0. The boundary condition will change, and here again it is subjected to point load, not UDL. So if it is a UDL, so again the work potential equation will be a different one. So we shall see the step by step solution. So the first step is always to formulate the potential energy functional. So let me write the first step. So step 1 is to formulate the potential energy functional. So the formula is potential energy is equal to strain energy plus work potential. So here the work potential, it's just a point load, so we can get it as work potential as minus P into V max. Okay, in case if it is a UDL, so then the work potential is equal to, so this is for point load. Remember, you may get the problem work potential, it could be an UDL. For example, let me write a sketch for a same simply supported beam. So let it be fixed end. Here in case if you have UDL, okay, UDL represented by P naught. So then what happens? The work potential formula will be 0 to L P minus, okay, P naught into V max dx. Okay, let me write V max. So you should know this particular equation, how to represent work potential in terms of point load, how to represent the same when it is a UDL. So the strain energy will remain same. So the total work potential by the formula is given by, so strain energy, that is EI by 2 integration 0 to L day bar square V by day bar x square whole square into dx minus work potential that we know as minus P into V max. So this will be equation 1, or A, you can consider it as an A. So this is how we formulate the potential energy functional. Okay, so step 1 is done. So let us check step number 2. Step number 2 is to assume displacement function. So when I say the displacement function, you are free to consider either polynomial or trigonometric function, but in the given problem, please note they have clearly specified. So let me highlight that. So they have clearly specified use trigonometric function. So when they specify the trigonometric function, so we have no other option. We have to consider the trigonometric function. The displacement function is given by V is equal to A1 sine pi x by L plus A2 sine 3 pi x by L. So this will be our trigonometric function. I will consider this particular equation as 2. And we need to follow the boundary condition. Let me consider the boundary condition. So at node 1, okay, at 0.1. So at fixed end, okay, see we have, let me write the same sketch. See we have one end is completely fixed and one end it is under a roller support. So when it is a fixed, I can clearly say it as an so at this particular point we have a simply supported beam. Okay, one end is fixed and other end is fixed. So here I will consider the boundary condition. So when x is equal to 0, okay, when x is equal to 0, I will take v is equal to 0, meaning the displacement, vertical displacement is 0 because it is a fixed. And the second one, when x is equal to 0, so day bar square v by day bar x square, that is equal to 0. And we have the second point, when x is equal to L, we have vertical displacement v is equal to 0 because it is a roller support, meaning in one direction there will be no deformation. And the fourth one, when x is equal to L, so day bar square v by day bar x square, we consider it as a 0. So this is at fixed and this is at roller. Okay, next, so we shall differentiate. See, we know that, so let me copy the differentiate the equation. So rather than representing, I will copy this and the same I will consider over here. Okay, this is my displacement function. So I want to know what is day bar square v by day bar x square. Okay, because this is in strain energy function, that is potential energy functional. I need to substitute this particular value. So what I will be doing, I will be differentiating this equation twice. So day bar v by day bar x, it will give us a1 multiplied by differentiation of sine pi l x is pi by l into cos pi x by l. Same way, a2 3 pi by l into sine 3 pi x by l. And one more differentiation for the same function, that I will give us day bar square v by day bar x square, that is equal to a1. So this will be pi by l whole square. I can take minus because cos differentiation is minus sine x. So I will write this as sine pi x by l plus a2 3 pi by l whole square cos 3 pi x by l. So this will be my day bar square v by day bar x. Now what I have to substitute, if you check the potential energy functional, so it is the whole square, not only the day bar square v by day bar x square. I need to substitute the whole square of the same. So for that, let me square on both LHS and RHS. When I do that, day bar square v by day bar x square whole square. So the equation I will represent a1 square. So this will be pi by l whole to the power of 4 sine square pi x by l. So this will be the first term, followed with the second term a2 square, this 3 pi by l whole raised to 4 into cos square 3 pi x by l. So this is, you can consider this as entire term as a and this entire term as b. So just substitute a plus b whole square formula, that is a square plus b square plus 2ab. So for 2ab I will be getting it as 18 a1 a2. Okay, 18, that is 3 square, okay, 18 a1 a2 pi by l whole to the power of 4 into sine pi x by l into sine 3 pi x by l. So this is the complete day by square v by day by x square whole square. Okay, so we need to substitute the same in potential energy functional, that is in the equation 1. I hope this is clear till to this step. So let me ask, is there any doubt till here? Please let me know. You can text. I want to make this particular problem easy for you, so I am stressing more on this. Is there any doubt? Mithun?
Yes, sir. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ.
Okay, just yeah, so the mistake has been rephrased. So what I have considered, so cos will be sine, I written it as a cos as cos same, so it will be sine, so the later the equation will, okay. So please thank you Mithun for your correction. Vikit Hegde, no sir, no sir, thank you. Okay, let me continue. So I may do mistakes, please enable your audio and just let me know. Okay, yeah, this will be the equation day by square v by day by x square whole square. Okay, next the third step. So the third step, so let me take a different color, step number 3. So here we need to substitute the displacement function, substitute the displacement function into potential energy functional. Okay, we have to do that. So then what is that potential energy functional? That is given by ei by 2 integration of 0 to L day by square v by day by x square whole square into dx minus p into v max. So here I have to substitute this entire thing. Okay, so then so let me substitute the same. So the equation that I get it as, so I will just substitute this 0 to L, this particular equation, and later check, later we shall apply the integration, so by considering each term. Okay, what are those each term? So here in this particular, please check. So here I will be applying the integration. So I will write here that is 0 to L and 0 to L. When I do that, so I will just highlight which are the terms that I will consider. I need to consider this sine square pi x by L. I should know what is this integration of this, and sine square the second term and the third term, and you need to substitute the limit. And what, see, rest all are constant, need not to apply. So if I consider step by step, then it is easy for me to substitute the complete value. So for that, so let me consider the first term, that is integration of, so I will just write down considering each term. So first is 0 to L, that is sine square pi x by L. So we know the formula, that is cos 2x, that is sine square x can be written as 1 minus cos 2 by 2. So let me write that sine square x can be written as 1 minus cos 2x by 2. This is the formula that we are going to use and substitute here and identify the, so here it will be 0 to L. So let me write 1 by 2, it is a constant, I will be taking it as outside, remaining is 1 minus cos 2 pi x by L, okay, into dx. So what will happen? Half when I apply, so this particular term will be x, okay, x. So if I apply the integration, dx I can multiply, and here this will be sine 2 pi x by L by 2 pi by L. So let me apply 0 to L. So this particular function will be L 1 by 2. So that is L minus 0, it will be L. And what happens to this? Sine 2 pi x by L sine. So here when I substitute L get cancelled. Okay, sine 0 is 0. So need not to worry about the lower limit. When I substitute sine 0, that will be 0. The upper limit when I substitute sine L, so 2 pi by L, so this is lower case, 2 pi by L by L. So L get cancelled. So I will write this as minus L by 2 pi, and the remaining is sine 2 pi. Can anyone tell me what is the value of sine 2 pi? Sine 2 pi. What is the value of sine 2 pi? Vikit, yes. 0.
0.
Yes, very good, very good. So that is 0. So this complete term will be 0. So remaining is, it is L by 2. So lower case. So the limit is lower case L we are representing. So why lower case? Because in the problem we shall consider it as a this complete length as L lower case. Okay. So if it is uppercase, consider the same. So it will be L by 2. I hope this step is clear. So this is for the first term. Similarly for the second term is 0 to L sine square 3 pi x by L into dx. Okay. When I substitute the same, so I can write in the same formula, that is sine square x is equal to 1 minus cos 2x by 2. So when I substitute, I will be getting it as integration of 0 to L. I can take half outside. The remaining is 1 minus cos 6 pi x by L. So into dx. So when I do the integration, I will be getting it as half. So this one I can write it as x minus sine 6 pi x by L into 6 pi by L, and the integration 0 to L. So when I substitute this particular integration, the same step, L get cancelled, sine 6 pi. So if it is a multiple of 180 degree, then that particular value will be 0. So this entire thing we get it as a 0. And I can substitute this. If I substitute upper limit L, lower limit 0, L minus 0, I get it as L. The final term will be L by 2 again. Okay. So this is done. Second term is also done. And we shall consider the third term, the final term, 0 to L sine pi x by L into sine 3 pi x by L. And again I follow the formula, that is sine alpha into cos alpha. I will write the formula here. So we shall follow the formula, that is let me write in a simple, sine A into sine B. So this can be written as half into cos A minus B minus of cos A plus B. So let me write below cos A plus B. So this will be the formula. So whether you consider this as A or this as B or this as A or this as B will give us same. If it is cos minus theta, it will be cos theta plus only. We get positive value only. So let me substitute. So the integration of, let me write half outside, 0 to L. So cos A minus B, if you consider this as A, this as B, that will be minus 2. So we get the same positive value. I will write, I won't consider the sign. So 3 minus 1, that I will write it as 2 pi x by L. Okay, minus of cos a plus b, I get it as 4 pi x by L whole multiplied by dx. Now I can apply the integration. So that is why I am considering this in terms of a simple term. So this is a two different terms now. So when I apply the integration, I will be getting it as half sine 2 pi x by L by 2 pi by L minus the integration of this particular will be sine 2 pi x by L by, so yeah, so this is 4 pi, this is 4 pi by L. So again 0 to L. So when I substitute this, both the term I will be getting it as 0, then the final term that I will be getting it as complete term as 0. Okay, so I found the value of sine square pi x by L as 1 by 2. Similarly, integration of sine square 3 pi x by L as again L by 2, and final the multiply the sine pi x by L into sine 3 pi x by L, I found it as 0. So let me substitute these three value, okay, these three value over here. So I found this particular value as L by 2, and this as L by 2, and this particular value as 0. Okay, after that what I will be doing, let me substitute all the same. So I obtain the same equation as integration of 0 to L d bar square v by d bar x square whole square, that is equal to a1 square multiplied by pi to the power of 4 by L raised to 4 into L by 2, that is the first value. Next, a2 square multiplied by 81 pi by 4 by L4 into L by 2 plus, so the other sign into, see this particular value is 0, anything multiplied to that will be 0. And finally I can represent d bar square v by d bar x square whole square, that is equal to a1 square pi power the power 4 to L cube plus a2 square 81 pi to the power of 4 2L cube. So this will be the value, and again see we are able to identify this, and we should check what will be the, let me show you the potential energy functional. See, we identified this particular value, let me shade that. So this is done, we identified this. What is V max? Again that plays an important role. So here the V max, let me, so V max is given by, so V is equal to, we know that formula, A1 sine pi x by L plus A2 sine 3 pi x by L. So what is V max? V will be max at x is equal to L by 2. So there only we get maximum deflection. If that is the case, so let me substitute x as L by 2, then V is equal to A1 sine pi by L, what is x? L by 2, let me represent that, L by 2 plus A2 sine 3, so by x is again L by 2. So L get cancelled, and so here A1 is equal to sine pi plus A2 is equal to sine 3 pi by 2. So this I will write it as V max is equal to, so sine 180 will be A1, that is one value, and A2 sine 3 pi by 2, this will be sine 270, that will be getting it as minus 1 multiplied by a2. Finally I represent this as a1 minus a2. So Vmax I can write it as a1 minus a2. Finally the equation, so the equation will be in this form, that is the potential energy functional, that is equal to ei by 2 integration. Integration is done, need not to represent, we have successfully implemented that. Let me write that a1 square pi to the power of 4 to L cube plus a2 square 81 pi to the power of 4 to L cube, and the work potential P into Vmax. Vmax we found it as a1 minus a2. Okay, so here this particular equation we need to minimize. So we shall apply the step number 4, that is minimize the potential energy functional. And we know that the formula, that is del bar pi divided by ai, that is equal to 0. And if you check, we have a1 a2 two generalized coordinate. We need to differentiate the potential energy functional with respect to a1 and equate to 0, and the same with respect to a2 and equate to 0. So this we need to perform. Okay, so when I do del bar by a1 with respect to a1, I obtain the equation as ei. So a1 will be 2 into a1, and again this particular term will be 0. a1 minus a2, a1 will be 1, this term will be 0. So let me write down ei by 2, this will be 2 a1 pi to the power of 4 by 2 L cube. The second term will be 0, I will write plus 0, minus P, a1 will be 1 minus 0, and I should equate this particular term to 0. So this will be 0, and finally I will write, so I only the unknown, I have to identify a1, that is equal to, I get it as 2p L cube by ei pi raised to 4. So this will be the value of a1. Okay, when I differentiate with respect to a2, so I get it as ei by 2. Okay, any doubt? No. So I get it as ei by 2 into 0 will be the first term. So let me take up. So here you can see the a1 square. So I am differentiating this particular equation. So let me shade that with respect to, I am differentiating this potential energy functional with respect to a1 and a2. So when I do that with respect to a2, so this term will be 0, and again this term will be 0. So a2 will be 2 a2, 2 get cancelled. So let me write so I will just, let me consider, 0 followed with plus 2 a2 by 81 pi raised to 4 by 2 L cube. So this 2 get cancelled, and let me write the remaining potential energy. a1 will be 0, a2 will be 1, and I need to equate this particular equation to 0, and I can identify a2 as minus 2 pl cube by 81 pi raised to 4 ei. Okay, so now I was able to identify the generalized coordinate a1 as well as a2. Okay, now let me substitute this a1 and a2 in a displacement function. That is, what is displacement function? So displacement function is given by v is equal to, we considered v is equal to a1 sine pi x by L plus a2 sine 3 pi x by L. So this was the displacement function. When we substitute the value of a1 and a2 over here, so that will be our final displacement. That is a1 as 2p L cube by pi to the power of 4 ei into sine pi x by L minus 1 by 81 sine 3 pi x by L. So this will be the function. Sorry, just a minute. This again I need to a2 I have to substitute. So let me close bracket. So I will write a2 as this 2p L cube, 2p L cube by 81 pi to the power of 4 ei. Yeah. So this will be the complete equation, and you can take the common 2p L cube pi raised to 4 ei. Okay, and so this is let me write as it is. And what is Vmax? Vmax we know it as a1 minus a2. So what is a1? 2p L cube pi raised to 4 ei, and a2 we have, that is minus into minus we get it as positive, that is 2p L cube by 81 pi raised to 4 ei. If I take that and if I add these two, I will get it as pl cube by 48.18 ei. That is V max. So V will be max at x is equal to L by 2, that you should know. Okay, this is in the case of simply supported beam. So let me consider the problem. Simply supported beam, and it is not subjected to UDL. Okay, so sometimes it might be subjected to UDL. Then what happens? The relation will change. How? If it is subjected to UDL, so the potential energy functional, that is equal to strain energy minus integration of 0 to L. Again you find integration. Okay, then you need to multiply P naught into V max. So what will be V max? Or P naught into V, not V max here. So it is not a point load. So P naught into V. So V will be what? A1 sine pi x by L plus A2 sine 3 pi x by L. Again you need to find the integration of sine pi x by L and sine 3 pi x by L. Okay, so please understand, based on the applied load also our equation will change, it will not remain same. So this will be the last topic in module 1. In the next class I will be considering the module 2, where we shall check to find the stiffness matrix of bar. Okay, and we shall do the numerical problems on that. Let me stop my recording here.